is in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. He'll throw it. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. Delivers a spin move, and the ball's knocked free. And the Seahawks pick it up. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
1st and 10 from the 41. Running back sent in motion left. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, right there is teaching tape as to why shuffle passes sometimes go nowhere. There is a lot of humanity, a massive humanity, and it clogged up any lane for that running back to squirt free.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Rolling left, buying some time. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down. To the air yet again, May. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
A give now from the gun. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This throw is caught. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Crosses the goal line, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. They'll try and throw it here. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing now on 1st down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here. 3rd down. They'll throw it. Complete out to the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Pass play coming here. Hyatt with the grab. Running in the red zone. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He brings it in. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. It's a foot race. The 30. The 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributed to this lead early on.
I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
2nd and 10 now. Flushed out of the pocket. And they had that one contained right at the line. Byron Murphy there to make the play. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Our score, 14-0. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at 3rd and still 10 here. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. 4th and 14. Let's see if they've got some magic in them. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Now on 4th down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Secures this at the 17. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. New series coming up following the punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down throw for May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. From the 24. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. May now from the gun. Into a crowd and intercepted. And he's out in the clear. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, to put that opposing offense right back out there.
It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Seahawks pick it up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. May on 1st and 10. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Operating from the gun, here's May. He's got Harrison. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Here's May to the air. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Here's the pistol snap to May. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 20-zip lead. That one right down the middle. And And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Second and 1. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Throwing now from the gun. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons start to fight back with their first points of this game. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Falcons get it back to a 14-point game. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Returnable from the 1. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Made a throw it. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 4. That's completed right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Brought in left side by Jones. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd down from the gun. staying out here. It's 4th and 11. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go. Ready?
May now. Buys time, rolling right. Throw left side, complete. Space past the 35. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Trap 60, trap 60. Set.
To the air on 1st down, May. Hauled in left side. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 48. Escapes the pocket. Diving right side, got it! And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
To the air yet again, May. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. Touchdown, Seattle! Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Let's go now.
Play action on 1st down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Seahawks will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, and a massive sack on 1st down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks piling it on going into halftime. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Going play action. May. He rolls to his right. Has the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Lone back gets the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. It's a Seattle touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Robinson on the inside give. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throwing off the play fake here. He puts some power on a deep one. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Seahawks have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. That one's tipped and intercepted. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
And the Falcons first down. Let's go now. Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Check. 70 ring.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Moody knocks it through. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
18, Bradley. 18, Cowboy 80.
Hand off to the back. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Cut out left. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Go!
They'll run here on first down. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Here we go, set. Track at 60.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Gets this one to Harrison. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of... Ball at the 33 for first down.
Let's go.
They send a tight end in motion.
Ready?
They'll run the counter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Slot man in motion left. Here's 2nd and 5. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. May now from the gun. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep... Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Look, we can spin positive here, Brock. You take away the ending, and that drive was outstanding. It was everything they were hoping for. Unfortunately, all that work and efforts, it's gone.
Hey, Cal, how important were those finals?
Pretty important.
Yeah, so was that ball security right there.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking for a throw here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. Now, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hyatt with the grab. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. And they pick him off again. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the gun, it's May. Chased out to his right. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. So it's 2nd down coming up. Back to the air. It's May. He's got a man left. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Ready.
May on 1st and 10. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Going ground on 1st and goal. Is in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks continue adding to an insurmountable lead. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks tack on 7 more to their lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 now. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Falcons just want to get out of here with how this one has gone. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Setting up a throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All on the 45, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, he made adjustments.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Back to throw, needing a first. On the move, headed right. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Here we go, set. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Buys time, rolling right. Touchdown, Seattle! They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks continue adding on to that lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Fields the hard squib kick. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes it.
And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Seahawks see the return go out of bounds. And that is how this game's going to end. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports.